Hey folks, we're back. Seven Rivers Racing, Dan Dyker and Al Losi, our special guest, track owner and general manager of the Crosse Speedway, Chuck Deery, talking about the 42nd annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend coming up here next weekend. And we're going to get into Sunday. The creme de la creme champions have been crowned Thursday and Friday, a couple of them on Saturday. Sunday, the big boys come out, and everything starts, Chuck, with some excitement on the track. You've got a pumpkin coloring contest, which I know is always a big one with the children. But we start things off early Sunday morning, about 9:15. Every driver we can get on that racetrack is signing autographs.
Without a doubt. We have the fan photo session, as we call it, the autograph session, and try to get the teams out there, and meet and greet the fans that come for the Sunday show, the big show for the Oktoberfest.
And what's really nice about this is these are the drivers of the future. When we first moved here, I took my boys out there for this autograph session, and they still have Jimmy Johnson's autograph from the Oktoberfest autograph session.
Never know who you're going to catch.
That's
I say
right.
that every night that we announce at La Crosse. I always encourage people to go down to the pits afterwards and get an autograph, because you never know who the next rising star out of La Crosse is. And if you look at some of the young ones we've had out there this year, the Cole Homelins and the Nick Clements, and you know, you never know who's going to be the next one to rise out of there, head east or head south or head west, and start making headlines.
And even if you're not looking for autographs, it is so fun to talk to these young guys, see what their career paths are and what they want to do.
Well, in the afternoon, after about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, the track starts to close off, and then we've got the hard-pounding racing going on, which will bring the entire 2011 season pretty much to a wrap.
And without a doubt, we're going to start out this year with the Sunday with the John McCarns, the J. McKay 63. You know, John, very instrumental, passed away last year in racing in the Midwest, and so we're going to do three 21-lap segments for John, and we're going to do a little bit different this year. Is we're going to run all three of the segments before the 100-lapper. The challenge we had last year, not to get too racing techno here, is the tires got spoiled after the 100-lapper because of the rubber laid down by the ASA cars. So the last segment wasn't as good as we liked, and so we're race fans, so we said, the heck with it. This is how we're going to do it, because that's how we want to see it. And so that's what we're going to do. And then so that John McCarn's the 63, and of course the 100-lapper, the big show with the ASA cars, and that should be very exciting.
Also on Sunday this year, the former Stingrays, the four-cylinder Outlaws, are going to make an appearance.
Right. The beauty of Oktoberfest is we try to catch all the divisions throughout the Midwest, and you can't specify every one, so we have the Outlaws for the V8s or above, and then the four-cylinders on Sunday, and that's, you know, run what you brung again, and it should be interesting.
What's really nice about these Outlaw divisions is that when you bring in vehicles from other tracks, you don't have to tweak the rules to even things up. You just tell them to bring it and run it.
Well, they tweak them themselves, so they go above and beyond their deal, bigger tires and different carburetors, and which is fun. I mean, it's you know, a hardcore gearhead, and it's the four cylinders, which is, you know, many of the cars today are four cylinders, so there's that similarity between the fans and the competitors in their cars.
Of course, John Olson's trying to hold off his next competitor, Jerry Ellsworth, has a 15-point lead for the Outlaw Championship, and things have gotten very interesting over the past, I'd say, three features. Actually, the last three nights the Outlaws were at La Crosse. They're gunning for Johnny, and they're bringing out some heavy hardware. You know, a couple other things we do want to touch on, besides all the racing, of course, the racing, the camaraderie, the reunions that people have when they come back year after year. A couple of other things we want to touch on, Chuck. This was just started, I think, last year, the Racers Row Trade Show.
Without a doubt, with a high number of competitors that come to the event, we've had some performance manufacturers want to be involved. So last year we did it in the Big Red Barn on the fairgrounds. This year we're putting it in the pit area. It'll be an open area, but doing that on Saturday, and it should be, you know, as the competitors go, should be very nice, and it just adds a little bit more to the show.
And then something else that's really big that I know Dale Danielski is a huge part of.
Right.
We've had him on the program before, is the Champions Reunion, where you're bringing the best of the best from the past 30, 40 years, maybe even longer than that, coming back to La Crosse.
Well, the genesis of that is there's no place in the Midwest where a track champion, whether it's Hornets or whatever, has a place to be recognized. And Dale and I decided that, you know, Fest is a perfect time. It's our event, our being the whole racing community's event. And so we invite not only late model champions, but everyone to come out and to be part of it. If you are a former track champion, we give you a couple tickets and we feed you and everything. And it's just our way of saying thank you for what you've done in the past. And here's our way of recognizing it. And it's gone over quite well. It's going to take some more time for it to get as big as I'd like it.
Right.
But, you know, when a track champion from Slinger or Kaukauna or Madison, whatever, says, you know, now I can get into the Racers Reunion at Fest, and that's our goal, and it's going to take some more time. But the amazing part of it is the champions that have been there the last couple of years. The heroes, when I was just a, you know, knee-high to a grasshopper, are there and stuff. So it's just nice to see those guys, and you know, and to say thank you, and it's all part of Fest, and it's just one more garnish for the event.
And the list of champions is growing exponentially, because I get emails every couple of days from Dale saying, oh, guess who's showing up now from Marshfield who raced 50 years ago.
Right.
He just found out about it, and he's asking to come. So these guys are wanting to be there, and it is a lot of fun to go there and talk to them. They're there free to talk.
And without a doubt, and the fans get to meet them. The fans, whether young kids or older folks that know these guys or recognize the names, and that's you know, it's a common ground for all the champions and fans to meet, and we're just very proud to be able to host such an event on our big show Sunday.
Well, again, folks, this is something that you look forward to every single year. I know people have made their camping plans months and months and months in advance. We do want to remind you, coming up this weekend, though, if you want to head down to Rockford, they go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is pretty much the practice qualifying day. Saturday night, I do know they have a couple of feature events, and Sunday they wrap things up in the afternoon with a lot of big races. ASA 200 lapper, as a matter of fact, will be their highlight. And then just a week later, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of October, we hope to see you at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway, the 42nd annual live wire Oktoberfest Race Weekend, and it should be quite the treat. Of course, we're hoping Mother Nature, she didn't like us too well earlier in this season with some local tracks in the area that we covered, but hopefully she'll play favor. We can take the cold. It's the rain and the snow. He's got his fingers crossed, and we're going to be knocking on the Formica here if we have to, but hopefully we can get some great weather again for Oktoberfest. Our guest, Chuck Deery, he's a big, busy man over the next couple of weeks, the track promoter and general manager at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Chuck, we appreciate you taking some time and coming in.
Well, again, thank you. I appreciate being here.
Alrighty, folks, OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com. That's the site to find the schedules, posters, and all of the information coming up. LaCrosseSpeedway.com. Also, do want to mention the 300-foot nationals, the street drags, will round out the entire race season in October, coming up on October 15th. StreetDragsLAX.com for more information there. On behalf of Chuck Deery and Al Losi, I'm Dan Dyker. More programs coming up at the end of the season here on Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV.